All right, man. So we got a little Orlando series. We are at Lake Concord, small lake, right near Lake Ivanhoe, just like a block away. I mean, I-4 is right there. Man, I think you can see this tall building right there. That's basically downtown. So we're right in the heart of Orlando today, and been curious about this lake. And I found a little way to sneak in, as I, patience and diligence pays off, because I had another spot I was going to drop in. There's a little park off Edgewater, and I was going to park and just on the road in the neighborhood. And then I kind of drove around, and I found a parking lot, and I turned into it. And lo and behold, you drive around, and boom, there's a lake right here, and it's Lake Concord. So I'm very excited. Middle of the day, it's pretty hot, right? We're moving into summertime, man. And for me, again, first time fishing this lake. I walk my kayak down, ton of eelgrass, right out of the gate. I see that. I expect that. That's kind of characteristic of the lakes in this general area. So hopefully we should have some fairly clear water, ton of eelgrass, and just like with anything, let's just catch a fish. The goal today is to generate bites and get a gauge of what size and the quality and maybe the numbers, whatever we can, of what's in this lake. What type of bass can we expect? So that's the goal. A lot of finesse stuff. Heat of the day, I did tie on a shad bait just because, man, it's just a nice little bait. It's an easy go-to. They chomp it. If I need a more weedless option, we'll go with some very, some real scaled down small 3-inch swim baits and stuff. And then, a bevy of different finesse options. So, I mean, let's just get out there. We'll see what happens. All right, see, there it is. Dropping in. Ton of eelgrass. We haven't had a ton of rain down here in Florida, so it hasn't been a true summer kickoff where we get dumped on daily, and so the water level's down. So I imagine there's usually this eelgrass is maybe a little more submerged, but we're gonna get on outside edge, seeing plenty of bait hopping and popping around. A lot of little activity, so hopefully we'll get some fish. Oh, there we go. Finally, there we go. All right, it was almost accidental, it seems like. We finally got a bite. I've been fishing for some time. It just has not been happening. So there's a little guy. Little Neko rig. Man, it's just been slow. Nothing's been moving with the shad bait, so I've been throwing a Neko rig around, mixing that in spots, throwing it in kind of deeper area. There's actually, let that guy go. There he goes. Actually, so that bite came, I actually threw my bait into some eelgrass, and that's where that bite came. There actually is not a lot of eelgrass in this lake. I thought there was, just obviously when you walk up and you see all that, you assume, but the eelgrass is definitely around the perimeter, but the lake seems to drop off into deeper water pretty quick. So it seems more like hard sand bottom than anything. And the eelgrass is really just right around the perimeter and stuff. So it drops to deeper water where I guess it's too deep for it to grow. It just doesn't really grow. We ran into a little hydrilla in one spot, but that's about it. We came over here with our docks, started fishing around, and boom, that's where the bite came. So there's one. Here we go. There's another one. Oh, that seems a little bit better. Yes. Oh, this guy's upset. This guy is not happy with me. There we go. Come here, baby. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that fat, healthy bass. Dude, look at that. That's the quintessential Neko rig hook. Right in the top. Right in the top of the mouth. That's how that's supposed to go. God, that is a fat belly fish. Look at that guy. Alright, man. There's a couple. That one, man, see something like that. That's worth coming back for right there. So, one thing I've noticed, well, besides that the wind has picked up, we're on the south end of the lake, and it seems like there's more of a gradient over here where the docks are. There's more of a gradient, so you get more eelgrass. There's a ton of bait. There's tilapia spawning. So there's just a lot of stuff over, you know, a lot of bait over here and stuff. So it makes sense when we started getting bit. It was over here. Windblown side, bait, docks, cover, grass. So hopefully we're figuring something out. Man, I can't get over that fat belly. Look at that. Let's get this fish figured out. There we go. There's another one. There we go. Oh wow. It's a little tiny guy. It's a wee tiny guy, but pretty fat and healthy though. Give him credit for that. Another little guy. There we go. Another little guy. Throwing a little tiny swim bait. We switched off from the shad bait. This is just a slower, kind of more natural presentation, I'm assuming, you know. Fish get lethargic, just kind of slow roll a swim bait, a little underspin. Same principle, man. We're around plenty of eelgrass. There's a dock, nice shaded area. Just slung it in there. Little guy. He's a healthy one, though. Let that guy go. There he goes. There's one. There we go. All right. I thought I was feeling a bite. There we go. A little bit bigger than some of the ones we've been catching. Not that big though. It's been a while without a bite. We've cruised around the perimeter of the lake. There is a decent amount of eelgrass. It's not quite what I thought. That guy doesn't count. Oh, let's let that guy go. There you go, buddy. There he is. Caught a few fish. Didn't light the world on fire here. Saw maybe 1,000 tilapia. It was insanity. I mean, it's crazy, man. They start spawning the same time of year the bass do, and they just don't quit. They just keep going, you know, deep into the year. It's almost summertime, so it's madness. Saw a ton of tilapia. I had a realization, there's no public access to this lake. There's no boat ramp, you know. So it's kind of weird to do an Orlando series like that. It's kind of, you know, jamming up the integrity of the Orlando series. So I just wanted full disclosure. Where I pulled in, there's Central Christian Church. It's right off Lakeview Street. You pull in the back parking lot, and right there, boom, lake behind you. So anyways, I just figured I'd tell you guys where I dropped in for the 3 people that are gonna see this. So there you go.